seated. I'm Stephanie Davalos Harden, and I am the executive director of this wonderful school, North Central Charter Essential School, and I'm here right now to welcome you to the commencement exercises for the class of 2008. It is my honor to join members of the Board of Trustees, Principal Tricia May, staff, parents, and the class of 2009 to send the class of 2008 out into the world on this, the 30th day of May, 2008. I would also very much like to appreciate some very special members of our audience and some dignitaries who have chosen to join us here today to honor these very special young people. I'd like to welcome Fitchburg Mayor Lisa Wong, and State Representative Stephen DiNatale, I'd also very much like to appreciate and welcome to the audience former Mayor Dan Mylott, who played a tremendous role in building this school under his term. And many of you may have noticed, but two very special pioneers led our faculty into the auditorium tonight. They are founding executive director Peter Garbus and founding principal Melanie Gallo. And now I'd like to bring Fitchburg Representative Stephen DiNatale up to the stage to say a few words to kick off our commencement exercises tonight.
Mayor Wong, Executive Director Stephanie Harden, Principal Patricia May, members of the Board of Trustees, parents and guests, faculty, and the graduates of the class of 2008. I first would like to thank the administration for once again inviting me to this very special event. You all are embarking on the next significant phase of your very promising young lives. You have been well prepared for what lies ahead by your caring parents and family members. North Central Charter Essential School has also prepared you well by first and foremost stressing the importance of community. The efforts of both students and teachers in performing service projects that included Meals on Wheels, Habitat for Humanity, as well as undertaking neighborhood, cemetery, and Nashua River cleanups are indicative of your need to make a meaningful societal contribution. This is indeed a community of learning. You will be well served to follow the code, which is the North Central 6, purpose, responsibility, safety, voice, integrity, and foremost, community. This is an exciting time in your lives. Remember it, cherish it, and above all, hold these years dear. You only experience them once. To all of you, the best of luck in the years ahead, and carpe diem. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative, and thank you for all of your support at the State House on behalf of our school and charter schools in the state. Now I'd like to introduce our first student speaker, Miss Allie Mae Sellers.
Here we are in 2008, the year that sounded so far away when we started here at NCCES. To a 7th grader, 6 years may seem like an eternity. I know it did for me. This was not the case. Time has gone so fast that it all seems like a blur, like a montage of several distant memories with little in between. First, I am walking up a trail to my advisory's cabin at the legendary camp school. Next, I'm going from cabin to cabin, or class to class, playing cheesy bonding games. Then I am running laps around a Best Western in lieu of a regular middle school gym class. How many middle schoolers can say that they had a free hot lunch at a restaurant every day, including a salad bar? Or that they had Spanish class in hotel rooms that had the beds removed? From the first few weeks on, NCCES has been quite the unique school. Many people wondered what would happen when the founding students moved on, but I think we all, students, faculty, administrators, have helped the classes who have time left turn into powerful community members like they are today. All NCCES students go through a process that conditions them as independent learners. First, we go through the foundations phase, Division 1, where we learn the basic skills we need to function in high school. Then, in Division 2, we learn inquiry skills, how to look for answers, but more importantly, how to ask the right questions. Finally, in Division 3, we learn to be independent thinkers who take credit for our actions and do stellar work. This process, as we all agree, can be very grueling. Now that our senior project reflections are done, we can see what value this really has. To me, graduation isn't about moving up in the world. It's about giving space for the new seniors of NCCES to show their talents. Having been in classes and groups with the class of 2009, I can promise you that we have a great set of seniors coming in. They are independent thinkers, they are committed to our school's mission, and they have the dedication to work hard and produce great senior projects. I can't wait to see you guys up here next year. Congratulations to the class of 2008 and to the upcoming class of 2009. Bring it on. Now I would like to introduce our next graduate speaker, Alyssa Goff.
As a founder, I have seen this school grow and change so much. We went through some really great times. Even in the beginning, we knew that this school was going to be something new and exciting. Our first day was held at a camp in New Hampshire. We had classes in cabins, ate lunch by the lake, and waited hours for buses to take us home. After a week, we moved on to the Best Western for 3 weeks. We had classes in ballrooms and bedrooms, ran laps around the building, and ate hot meals for the first and last time that year. Once our time there was finished, we spent 2 weeks relaxing while our school was being finished. After everything was all set, we had to make up for that lost time by attending Saturday school once a month, filled with rigorous academic pursuits such as movies, Scrabble, and arts and crafts. This class has seen it all and made so many memories together. I will never forget the 6 years I've spent here. I have spent so much time with these people, some for 6 years, some for 1 or 2. There are some I hardly spoke to, but I will never forget them. I think that this year especially has brought this class together. We have gone through so much and have become so close, but now we have to depart and head our separate ways. I am nervous about heading off to college and leaving behind everyone and everything I've ever known. But I know that things will go well. To my fellow seniors, I'm hoping that we can all stay in touch. I'm sure that all of you can succeed in anything that you choose to do, and I hope you will forever remember everything we have been through. So let's rock the rest of the world, guys. We finally did it. Now I'd like to introduce our next graduate speaker, Andrew Harrington.
Then shall our names, familiar in their tongues as household words, be in their flowing cups freshly remembered. Ladies and gentlemen, as a king speaks of an impending challenge, the outcome of which shall decide the fate of 2 fledgling nations, he both gratifies and glorifies the friends who stride beside him. He prophesies that their display of nobility in what is seemingly a premeditated disgrace shall martyr their losses. He offers his friends their own constellations not in the sky, but in the minds of generations to come. He makes himself and his friends legends. I enjoy history and literature, and one thing I've learned is that a student of either cannot venture deeply into the subject matter without running into a hero. On the literary side, some of the first names one hears are Hercules, Perseus, and Achilles, followed shortly by Aeneas, Romulus, Remus, and eventually King Arthur and Sir Lancelot. In history, one finds Archimedes, Gaius Julius, George Washington, and Henry V. In the end, it is readily apparent that every culture in the world remembers the deeds of the people who were first to do something. That is what legends are, the stories of when things happened first and of the people who first witnessed or affected those events. I am proud that of the people sitting here today, many of them are the first to do something. Many of them are the first to have come to North Central Charter in the 7th grade and left in 12th grade. Those who came in late are no less the legend, for they are living witnesses, more important perhaps than those who were always here, in that they can say what they saw when they arrived, an imperfect paradise which they helped to perfect. It may seem out of vanity, and argument to such end might not be unfounded, but it is more out of humility that I make an appeal to future classes, the future generations of our isolated and unique culture, to remember this class. For we are the first to see all 6 years offered, and would it not be a fitting gift of thanks to our home to leave it with a legend to call its own? And now I'd like to introduce our next graduate speaker, Danielle Brisbois.
Good evening. So this is our time finally. We are the graduating class of 2008. We have made it through many difficult challenges, a few years of constant change, camp, hotel, school, the building, the rules, the teachers, even our friends. Yet it has been a profound time where we have found ourselves and each other, and we leaned on one another for help in every way. But now we're going through a change again, a change of scenery, faces, building. We're moving on to college. It will be scary, but with the knowledge we have gained here at NCCES, we will make us successful. We are the graduating class of 2008, and we made it. With the new challenges we face up ahead, I pray that God will help us through all of our trials, tribulations, fears, and tears, and that we will persevere and have extremely successful lives. We will be departing from one another to face this new world, but the memories we have made together, the good and the bad, will last forever. Thank you, everyone, for making this school life so amazing. God bless every one of you. Now I'd like to introduce our next graduate speaker, Valerie Ramos.
I haven't been around for too long, and I haven't been too many places, but I have learned that life simply comes down to making choices. Whether they're right, wrong, selfish, or brave, we all make choices and are accountable for them. My story at Charter is the reward of one of the wisest choices that I have yet made. When I chose to come to Charter 6 years ago, I didn't plan on calling Charter my home. My fellow founders, just as I chose to join a school that didn't exist or have the support of many people, you may be able to recognize my reluctance to leave it. We've been putting in our best efforts for this community to succeed, and now that NCCES is growing, we have grown out of it. We're all taking off and making new choices that will change us. Today, I'm finding it very hard to end my journey with these people, but I'm also very eager for what is next. This is when we get to show the world what we are. We get to prove that we aren't just a bunch of troubled children or Cabbage Patch kids. We are the product of a dream. We are what happens when bold people take chances. I will forever be proud of my choice to be a part of this community, to be a founder. I wish I could say that over the years I've found myself, but the truth is that 6 years ago, a group of kids took a journey, and what they found was an older, wiser, stronger reflection of themselves. You guys have changed me. We have grown up together. 6 years ago, I chose to come to a school, and it was a decision that changed my life and molded me into the person that I am today. It was never part of my plan for Charter to become my home, and I really didn't plan on these people becoming my family. But that's what happened. 6 years ago, 3 round tables and 1 senior project later, we are very, very different people. We are a family. I'm expecting that each one of us hold a promise to ourselves and to the people that look up to us. We must never forget. We must never forget what high school was about. We must let our motto, thinking, caring, and acting, we must never let it fade away. We must always be true. Because, class of 2008, if we forget how important community is, we will be alone. If we stop thinking and caring and acting, we will lose our purpose. And if we stop doing what we believe to be right, we will lose ourselves. It is now our turn to go out there and change the world into what we want it to be. I want to thank you guys for sticking through it while we were all just trying to find ourselves. I want to thank you for being such irreplaceable parts of my life. I want to thank you for one of the finest journeys I've had yet. Thank you, North Central Charter Class of 2008. Let's go out there, and as Ms. Moreau said, let the world hear you howl. Now I would like to introduce our next graduate speaker, Liz Sargent.
I'm a little taller than everyone else. When I first came to North Central Charter Essential School, I was accepted into the community, and for the first time, I felt safe. It was my niche to be myself. I used to be quiet. Now, not so much. As a community, we have learned to use our voice. We have learned so much at North Central that will help us to grow, learn, become more responsible, and find who we really are as people. But truly, I realize that I, not only as a student, but a young adult being sent out into the world, that I have a purpose. I will continue to prosper and be successful because of this school. It wasn't just a place to learn, it was a home. And in this home, I have built such integrity. No longer a shy new girl, but a strong, open-minded, well-developed student. Although I wasn't an original when the school first started, I am a building block, as well as every student here. We all helped to make this school the home it is today. To leave will not mean forgetting, only remembering. And a part of me will always be with this school I call home. So I'm not saying goodbye, only that I hope to see you all again, and wishing us all the best of luck and everything we may face. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce our next graduate speaker, Kendall Scheid.
Good evening, fellow students, teachers, family, and friends. Standing up here at the end of 12 years of school is like being on top of the world. It's better than I ever imagined. I wanted to stand up and say a few words about change. North Central Charter has been a change agent in my life. I entered our school as part of the first 7th grade class as an awkward child that didn't have a clue about making friends, accepting diversity, or being a participating member of the community. It's safe to say that I wasn't the only one who felt this way. But as I look at us now, graduating seniors, I can't believe what we've become. We are smart, articulate, conscientious, and mature. We know how to use our voices to solve problems and to encourage change. We are able to engage in meaningful conversations with adults and with our peers, and we know how to be vital members of our community. These are not little accomplishments, and I know that these wonderful traits can be attributed in part to the education we have received at North Central Charter. To our teachers, I want to thank you for pushing us to be better than we thought we could be. I know how difficult we've made your lives at times, but your patience and guidance means more than you'll ever know. To our parents, we would not be here without you as an example. Continue to give us advice and help, even if we say we don't need it. That being said, don't be afraid to let us out into the world on our own. It's as scary for us as it is for you, but the only way to see if all your hard work paid off. So sit back, relax, and enjoy watching your successful young adults succeed. To next year's seniors, change is a good thing, embrace it. Learn as much as you can in your last year of high school. Talk to people outside your immediate group of friends. Take advantage of all the opportunities available to you, and good luck doing your senior projects. Don't stress out, and remember, life's too short, so don't waste the good times. And finally, to the graduating class of 2008, good luck. The past 4 years with you have been the best high school experience I could ask for, but better times are ahead. I know that we will go far, and nothing is too hard for us to achieve. So don't be afraid to set enormous goals for yourself, and don't be surprised when you achieve them. Thank you. And now, I would like to introduce our next graduate performer, Mason Hangen.
Instead of giving a speech, I decided to play a piece of music. This is Ashokan Farewell. Now, I would like to introduce my fellow students and Fitchburg residents, Becky Sweat and Cassandra Schofield, to introduce and appreciate our next speaker.
Our guest speaker is Mayor Wong, and I have a certificate for her. I'm going to read it. We, the class of 2008, award this certificate of appreciation to Mayor Lisa So Fun Wong in recognition of her efforts to make Fitchburg fit, fun, and funky.
Hello and welcome. I am Mayor Lisa Wong So Fun, or Lisa So Fun Wong. It's like Babe Ruth. His real name was George Herman. My Chinese name is actually So Fun. So it's just as strange as it is to call a grown man Babe, it may seem a little strange to call a mayor So Fun, but there it is. So I mean, I am so proud of all of you. That is a tough act to follow. But I want to congratulate the class of 2008 and the 2009 on your exciting senior year ahead. Representative Dina Talley, and I know Representative Rice could not be here today, but he sends his wishes. Stephanie Hardin, Patricia May, certainly Mayor Mylott, Melanie and Peter for your leadership and your foresight, trustees, parents, and members, and their friends and family. I bring you greetings and best wishes from the city of Fitchburg. All of these students here on stage deserve recognition, but I do want to recognize one very special person here today who has chosen to serve all of you and chosen to serve his country. Jason O'Connell. For those of you who don't know, Jason has chosen to serve his country in the military. Jason, I hope that you will take the lessons you've learned here at the charter school with you. You have been taught core values and learned tolerance and acceptance here that will help you as you enter the challenges that military life can bring you. Best of luck to you. So the class of 2008 is the third class to graduate from North Central Charter School. And actually, technically, it's the fourth, but the first graduation was a graduation of one. So I'm going to call you the third class. And usually, I like to extol the virtues of being number one, being the best. But today, 3 is good. Actually, 3 is great. There's 3 times a charm. There's 3 colors in the flag. You need 3 strikes to get out, as Babe Ruth will tell you. There are 3 musketeers, 3 stooges, 3 little pigs, 3 blind mice. And finally, of course, I'm number 3 in my family. I'm the third of 3 children. I come from a pretty typical Asian American family, first generation, parents who came here to achieve the American dream, came to educate their children in a place that can have such a wonderful, wonderful education like these children have before them. And like I said, I have 2 older brothers. I'm number 3. The firstborn, or in your case, the first class, is, it's kind of like the experiment. Every move they make is under a microscope. Every word is recorded and analyzed. And then, of course, that's passed on to the second class. The second class is like the middle child. There's a little bit more leniency, but they've got somebody in front of them, so they kind of know where to go. And then, of course, there is number 3. That's you. That's me. That's totally, totally awesome. So, because there's 3, I figured I would extol upon you 3 little messages. The first message is to use the tools that you have, that you've learned to make a difference. About a decade ago, when I was about your age, not that much older, I had the opportunity to go to Australia, and I met a woman named Brianne Kim. She was a little bit older than myself. She's a Korean Australian, and she was studying about environmental justice, and she was trying to do a project in Indonesia about the effects of international companies on the environment in Indonesia. And it was hard for her as a young person to gather information so she could put together her thesis in college. So it took her a while, but one of the things that she was really great at, I know some of you are really great at, is singing and playing the guitar. So when she went over to Indonesia, she actually found a hut and she started playing and singing and actually having open mic nights. And what's happening is there's a number of students in the village who, they're in gangs, they were in warfare, and a lot of the guns that they used were actually supplied by these foreign companies who wanted them to be distracted while they were taking things out of the land. So it took a while, but she used the tools that she had. She used song, she used instruments, and she got people to come and to talk about what was going on in their lives. And over a number of years, they came to trust her, and they came to trust each other. And they started helping her and listening to her and finding out more information that she needed to bring charges against this company that was taking enormous materials, enormous resources out of Indonesia. So use the tools that you have. I know you have them. I've seen them. I've heard them. I've certainly seen you display them to make a difference in this world. The second is to be a part of something. Be a producer, not just a consumer. In Australia, a wonderful country, there's 36 beaches in Sydney proper. That's pretty cool. Fitchburg, we're working on our first beach. It may happen in a few thousand years, we'll see. But what I love about Fitchburg is that I'm a part of something. I am helping to be a part of community. I'm helping to produce jobs and new opportunities, and hopefully new hope and inspiration to the next generation. It's great to go to the beach, but it is so great and wonderful to be a producer of something. And I hope that all of you will find many different things to be a part of, just like you're a part of this charter school. The third is take leaps of faith in yourself and in others. I never thought that I would be mayor. A 27-year-old, a woman, one of Asian descent, first generation, not being born in this community. There are so many obstacles that people will talk about. And that's where you need to take that leap of faith. So don't focus on what weaknesses you have. Focus on your strengths. Look in your heart. Look in your minds. Find out what you're truly passionate about, how you want to make that difference, what you want to be a part of, and take that leap of faith. And I know I said that I would only talk about 3 things, but I might as well throw in a 4th because we have a 4th generation of students here. And that is to remember to have fun. So I heard a rumor that this class came up with a song that I haven't heard it yet, but I heard that it had Lisa Wong So Fun or something like that permanently embodied in it for future generations to enjoy. So I tried to come up with a song for you. It's really not that great, but you're all familiar. You're all familiar with this song. It's one of the most famous cheerleading songs, and you may be too young to know this one, but it's, "Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind, hey, Mickey." So, and yes, the mayor is about to sing you a song. So, and you guys want to help me, it's, "Hey, Charter. Hey, Charter, you're so fun, you blow my mind, hey, Charter." All right. All right, 1, 2, 3. "Hey, Charter, you're so fun, you blow my mind, hey, Charter, hey, Charter." There's really nothing more to say after that. So I just want to say, remember to use the tools that you have to make a difference, to be a part of something, to take leaps of faith, and to have fun. Good luck and congratulations.
Thank you. That was awesome. And as we've been saying all year, she just brought it on. Thanks. I woke up this morning and I didn't have a voice, and I read the Globe, and my horoscope said, "Be careful of what you say. Your words will be used in strange and unfamiliar ways." So Brandon, how are you? You good? Okay. So it's my job now to share some reflections with you about this wonderful class of 2008. There's a professor of public policy at Harvard University at the Kennedy School of Government named Robert Putnam, and he referred recently in an op-ed in the Boston Globe entitled "The Rebirth of Civic Life" to these young people sitting next to me on this stage. He called them the next great generation. This generation, these young people here, and these guys sitting right here, 7 years ago as sixth graders, they made the decision to be pioneers at our great yet-to-be-built school. At that same moment, the very horrible national tragedy of 9/11 occurred. And in the last 6 years, while they've been learning so hard to embody the school's mission of think, care, and act, these young men and women have been witness to the war on terror, a wave of school shootings, and other attacks on our sense of personal and national security. As an adult, these last 6 years have been challenging to wrap my head around how this world is changing. It's been transformative, and it has reinforced my commitment to making a difference in the world and changing education and being a part of this great school. And I can only imagine what that moment was like for you all when in your sixth grade selves you experienced that. In the year 2000, just 8 years ago, and a year before 9/11, the National Commission on Civic Engagement, or Civic Renewal, said, in light of research that they had done on the very dramatic declines in voting rates among 18-year-olds over the period of 1966 to 2000, they said in their report, "When we assess our country's civic and moral condition, we are deeply troubled. We are in danger of becoming a nation of spectators." A nation of spectators, people who sit in their armchairs and don't care about the world around them. Bob Putnam wrote in this piece in the Globe that the grandparents of this class were the original greatest generation. They were the civic pillars of American democracy for more than half a century. These were the people that got up in the morning and went out and volunteered and ran bake sales and served on committees and voted every election. And at long last, that generation is leaving the scene, reinforcements are arriving. This 2008 election process has shown unprecedented growth in participation among 18-year-olds and college freshmen are for the first time in decades and generations spending, get this, 41% of their personal time, I get excited about this, talking about public policy and civic issues and what's happening in our world today. 41%. I don't know about you, but in 1987, when I went to college, we were not talking about, we didn't even wake up to the fact that we went to war in 1990. We weren't awake. There were maybe 50 people that showed up for a candlelight vigil on the common of my college in 1990 when we went to the first war in Kuwait. 41% of today's freshmen are in their dorm rooms talking about public policy. And these guys, just this week, Mitchell led us in a discussion of the New Deal and what it means for America today. Pretty cool in my book. Each and every one of these young people, and I've spent a lot of time with them this year. I spent a lot of time with the senior class because I felt that as a new director, they would teach me about this school and what it means and what its values are. And they have done that, and I thank them for that. Each and every one of them, this very first class of seventh graders, the pioneers, as Mr. Garbus referred to them yesterday, are really truly the embodiment of our school's founding mission, a mission that I really believe is going to stand the test of time. North Central Charter Essential School aims to send young people into the world who can think for themselves, care about others, and take creative and responsible action. Reinforcements have arrived in the form of the students who served this North Central Charter Essential School community as peer mediators, peer health advocates, teaching assistants, and tutors in Division I. They have used their artistic, theatrical, and musical ability to teach us all about tolerance and the power of art as a means of building community. They are scientific thinkers who can research and organize data and solve problems and prove hypotheses. They have served as ambassadors of the North Central Six, the values that hold our community together and keep us safe, and I thank them for that. They volunteer in neighborhoods, churches, places of employment from Market Basket in Leominster to Winchendon and beyond. And they were at the table last year when this school and the teachers and school leaders face some of the most difficult challenges, as all institutions face as they grow. And they help solve those problems, and I thank them for that. Reinforcements are here. They've arrived in this class of 2008, and I urge you all to talk with them tonight and learn of their really very exciting and wide-ranging plans. They are going out into the world to become stewards of the nation's forests, musicians, great parents, and doctors, nurses, preachers, and poets. They will run banks and build businesses. One, as we know, will serve the country through military service, and one plans to check out groceries at Hannaford in Maine before college. A handful plan on careers in science and engineering, and many plan to be educators. And I bet you a few are going to run for office, and I know that they will all change this world. So look out, world. Reinforcements have arrived, and they are in the form of this, the founding class of North Central Charter Essential School. Okay, thank you. All right, Miss May, are you ready to take the stage here and say all of these names? Mr. Ciota, the chair of the Board of Trustees. Is State Representative Rice here? He had hoped to be able to come and award one of our seniors his diploma, but unfortunately he wasn't able to make it. So right now we get to confer and present the diplomas to the class of 2008.
You look so beautiful. Members of the class of 2008, seated in the back row, would you please rise? Jillian Michelle Moody. Danielle Elizabeth Brisbois. Lindsay Marie Camo. Rachel Elizabeth Crawford. Tiffany Marie Kramer. Joshua Stephen Doust. Janelle Elena Eckwall. Joshua Tyler Forsman. Christopher Patrick Foster. Esme Freihofer. Alyssa Marie Goff. Margaret Christina Grande. Mason Campbell Hagen. Tamara Marie Harmon. Andrew Tarantino Harrington. Amanda Marie Ippolito. Cameron Evan Koski. Melody Joy Lacombe. Stephanie Marie Macri. Andrew Webster Marshall. Mackenzie Marshall. Mitchell Joseph Matthews. We done? Joseph Maurice Metcalf. Durand Levi Michaelwitz. Megan Doyle Morrissey. Heather Marie Morrow. Samantha Jacelyn Normandin. Daniel Cooper Knott. Jason Dempsey O'Connell. Timothy Brian Odell. Brian Ashley Packard. Valerie Ramos. Jeffrey Donald Rivard. Elizabeth Ann Sargent. Kendall Mary Elizabeth Scheid. Cassandra Ray Schofield. Allison May Sellers. Molly Mae Smith. Rebecca Lynn Sweat. Melissa Ann Sykes. Emily Jean Vanderhoof. Robert Roland Winter. Now I would like to ask Molly Mae Smith to please step up to the podium.
At this time, I would ask the class of 2008, please rise and join me in turning our tassels from left to right to signify that we are now graduates. Okay. Now I would like to introduce our principal, Miss May.
You guys, you can be seated. Members of the North Central Charter Essential School Class of 2008, families, friends, faculty, staff, administration, dignitaries, and students, good evening. I'd like to use this opportunity to share with you, members of the NCCES Class of 2008, a message I have put in the form of a letter from me to you. Dear members of the Class of 2008, you inspiring, beautiful, courageous young people. For years, I have attempted to honor your abilities to find your own way. I have always believed that everything that each and every one of you will ever need to navigate this crazy world already lives inside of you, waiting, hoping, or yearning to be awakened, inspired, or empowered. And here you are. I don't have any profound advice for you tonight about things that you're going to learn on your own anyway. So let's talk about love. During our first years of operation as a school, in our founding year, the chair of the board was Mr. Jim Nering, and he wrote a letter to the faculty, some of whom are still surviving, as we limped along with students down the finish line of our first school year. In this letter, he stated the following about the work we were doing. Jim said, "If this is hard, it is because your goals are high. If this is very hard, it is because your work is a great and meaningful departure from convention. To see it through will take, perhaps is already taking, the full resources of your competence, your commitment, and your love." Members of the class of 2008, please hear this. Our school, the building, the program of studies, the faculty, the staff, are a tangible testament to the love that you have inspired in hundreds of adults. You have been truly loved. This is important to always know, how lovable you are. And this truth can come in handy when you need strength and life feels heavy or hard or confusing. That is when you remember the love that has been poured into you. This love, just like your amazing minds, will only become stronger over time as you call upon it, stretch it, share it, and use it to give you strength. It can never be taken from you. I spent months thinking about what to share in these final words from me to you, and I have come to realize that all I really want to say is what I've been trying to say for the last 6 years. Members of the class of 2008, you inspiring, beautiful, courageous young people. I loved you then. I love you now. Love always. Ms. May. You ready to get out of here? Okay. Parting hugs are optional, okay? Would you please rise for our recessional? Stand tight.
inside and out and love strange, so real in the dark. Think of the tender things that we were working on. Slow change may pull us apart. When the light gets into your heart, baby, don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. Will you stand above me? Look my way, never love me. Rain keeps falling down, down, down. Will you recognize me? Call my name or walk on by. Rain keeps falling down, 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 down. Hey, 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 hey! Don't you try and pretend it's my feeling. Will in the end I won't harm you or touch you.